Well, it's 3 o'clock, and so let's begin. This is Sue, the Soggy Stamper. I'm in northwestern Washington, but anybody in the United States could be a customer of mine. I'm in the Soggy Stamper because it rains a lot here, and so we get kind of soggy. Any rate, this is Friday afternoon, June 24th, and I am happy to share with you some of the products that are in the mini catalog that's coming up and in the Sale-a-bration. So the first thing I wanted to show you was the cover of the mini catalog. I cannot show you the inside yet. That comes July 1st. But I can show you some of the things that I got in the mini catalog that I ordered. There's a stamp set called Hope and Peace. And I really like the greetings on this. God's blessings to you. Wishing you hope and peace of Christ this season. Emmanuel, God with us. And that is one of my life bylines to remember that God is with us. The weary world rejoices. Knowing Christ bring you peace for today, hope for tomorrow, and joy in every season. Peace on earth, good will to all. With love and hope. Merry Christmas. And tidings of comfort and joy. Just some really wonderful greetings. Some of them you can use right away, and some are perfect for Christmas. And then there is a suite called Leaves of Holly, and it has, let me get the designer series paper. Well, I won't bother to take the time for that. But anyway, Leaves of Holly, it is a photopolymer, my favorite type of stamp, because you can see exactly where you're stamping. And has part of the bundle are these dies to cut out. This is a very interesting and kind of cool label die. So it has holly leaves along the side there. Isn't that really cool? Can you see cutting how it would be? And it has another one that is, I'll pull it out. Pull it out, Sue, so that shine doesn't shine on it. So here you can see the whole thing. So there are dies to cut out the berries. These are the detailed ones. So you put it on like that. And here's the one to cut out the solid. And we have several leaf dies. This one will cut out these two. We have one that you can cut out. Oh, these are branches, I guess, that you put the leaves on. So this die actually cuts out the inside parts. And then this is an outside die. Well, this is it. Okay, so that must cut. Does that cut that one? That's kind of big too. Okay, this one does cut out this. No, it doesn't either. Okay, so these don't cut out. Let me check here. This is a mystery to me. Can you tell I haven't used it yet? Okay. No, these are too big for the stamped ones. Okay, so that cuts that one. Okay, there we go, and that cuts that one. Okay, so they do cut out. Doesn't help when the stamps are backwards, because the ink side is up in the case. So this is part of the bundle. It includes, or a suite rather, it includes some wood pieces of holly berries and some lovely ribbon, and I believe some brass holly leaves. Okay, so that's one thing that's in this catalog. Another thing that's in this catalog is this stamp set, Trees for Sale. Again, it is photopolymer. Love, love, love it. This, by the way, is some of our masking paper, because I was making layers of trees. Has this darling little dog and dog footprints. Isn't that cute? Lights, and it has a pole to string the lights up from, and a tree stand, and then some snowflakes. Anyway, it's a real fun set. And what's really special about this is it has, in the Sale-a-bration catalog, it has dies that are free for a $100 purchase with a little travel trailer. And this piece cuts out two separate pieces. I don't know if I can find them. For the top and the bottom. So this part here is where the door goes. For the top and the bottom, so you can make it, customize it. It has a wreath, it has a bow, it has some stars, it has two tree stands, three tree stands. It has some tags and a funky little Charlie Brown tree with a stand. So this is part of the Sale-a-bration, and like I say, it's free for $100. So if you buy the stamp set and then you get this along with some other things to make a $100 purchase, you can get the dies to cut it out. And I made this card with the dies in the stamp set. This is a swap card that I made. A white embossing powder to make the trees with snow on them. Okay, so now this catalog starts July 1st and runs through December 31st. So you've got lots of time. There are fall items as well as Christmas items, and even some items can be used right now because they have a kind of a summer, spring, or summer theme to them. Okay, so then, starting also July 1st, is Sale-a-bration. And this, I can't show you the inside. Oh, I almost opened it up. This brochure has the items that you can get for free with either a $50 purchase or a $100 purchase. So they have the different prices. They have this designer series paper, which is called Circles of Love. And this is what I'm going to be using on the card today. It has the circles of the dies, and it coordinates with a stamp set and or bundle in the holiday the mini catalog that includes an embossing folder that you could cut out these circles and then put them on the embossing folder, and it will make them raised, just like a cut slice of a log. I love this one with the birds. And I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the back sides of these. This was this side with the mushrooms and the leaves. With the birds, I was so surprised when I turned it over. And look at the blue, and there's some green in it, just with sparkles. Then there's acorns and oak leaves. Nice fall theme. And a wonderful kind of muted background, but with the pop of the parakeet party leaves in it. This one is kind of a sweet one. It has trees. And I think the dies, there's dies with the bundle in the holiday catalog, and I believe there is a die that could cut out some of these trees. But if not, you could fussy cut them, no problem at all. And there's the back of that. Look at this beautiful medallion. I think that's gorgeous. Love the colors of it. And it also works for Christmas with poinsettias. And I love the tree, all the trees there. And then there is this floral one, which is perfect for right now. And the back is a really pretty plaid. Also that is available in the Sale-a-bration for a $50 purchase is this set. You get I think 16 cards. Let's see. No, you get 40 pieces. And it's pool party and soft suede, soft seafoam, I mean. So you get cards like this, and then you get ones that are green with a nice soft thing. This makes such a beautiful background. So all you have to do, you could even just add a greeting on a label, and you have instant card. And then the envelopes are gorgeous. So they've got that kind of lining, and then the other set of other lining is like this. Oh, this is the outside. It has some floral, some leaves on it. Sorry about that. We'll catch that phone call later. I hope it didn't stop my video. Nope. Okay, so that's what I got with the Sale-a-bration. Now we're going to start the card. And this is a faux side step or center step card. And it's faux because you don't have to do all the cutting and layering. You're partially cutting and scoring. You start out, and I love the bird. So you start out with the card base. That is 8.5 by 5.5, and you score it at 1.25 quarter, 1.25. Move it over to 2.5 and score again, and then at 5.5 and score, and then you fold it like this, and that gives you your step. You also need out of the base card a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 2 3/4, and you score that at 4 1/4. So it's going to fit on your card like that. Okay, now we're going to decorate that base. We have a piece of soft seafoam cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, and that fits in here like this. And a piece that is 5 1/4 by 1 inch. Put this backwards. There we go, this way. And it fits here on the front, like that. And I can't believe it, but I ran out of seal. So I am forced to use my messy liquid purpose glue. I end up getting it all over my hands, but I'll try not to get too messy with it. So that goes there, and this strip goes right there. And then you have 2 pieces that are 4 by 2 1/2. And they go on the 2 sides of this piece. The thing about multi-purpose liquid glue that is good is that if you don't get it down quite straight, you can slide it slightly for a minute and reposition it. Whereas with the seal, once it's down, it's down. Okay, now designer series paper. We have 1 strip that is 5 1/4 by 1. No, wait. 5 by 3/4. Sorry about that. Which fits here. I did not cut that right. Oh, interesting. See the back side? Isn't that gorgeous? I almost hate to cut it off. This piece is 5 inches by 2 1/2. And it goes here. And I'm going to have to step aside for a minute, see if I can find that other piece. There. That was easy. I already had it cut partly. I just hadn't completed it. 5 by 3/4 to go here. I just love these birds. I love the colors and everything of this designer series paper. Okay, and then on this piece, I'm going to put, well, the designer series paper on the front, but I'm going to use just the blue side so that the nest and stuff looks like it's in a tree. I could use the side with the birds on it, but it would make it a little bit busy. See how you can slide it a bit? Okay, now to decorate some more. This you can write your greeting on the back here. I still don't like the way that pokes up. I'm going to add some glue under there. And get glue on my fingers. One thing I discovered was when you get adhesive, like on the sides, if you spritz a little bit of alcohol on your cardstock, you can break that adhesive seal and rub it off. Same thing works nice for your fingers too. Get some rubbing alcohol on it and wipe it off. pardon the dirty fingernails. Been gardening. Okay, so I did part of this ahead for you. I stamped on crumb cake the branch and the nest, but I wanted to show you about this card, about this stamp. So the stamp is, and I used soft suede ink. But I wanted to show you a little trick that I found. First off, don't go too far down here because you've got the leaves that hang down. I ended up having to trim the leaf a little bit smaller so that I could get a point to it. And then I used Parakeet Party. It's such a lovely new bright color, and it goes very, very well with the Granny Apple Green. And here are the leaves, and it's one stamp for both set of leaves. And here's the trick. You have to, if you position it just right, you got it all in one, see? So you just have to line it up to get it positioned. So now the bird. And I wanted to try to simulate the color of the bird in the DSP. I'm going to use the bigger bird. And I experimented with the colors and discovered the starry sky is fairly close to it when you stamp it off. I love this new starry sky. Is one of the new in colors this month, or this year. So I stamped it off once, and then stamped again to get a ooh. Well, we will do that again. That's the beauty. You turn it over, and just see if I can find a better place on my thing to stamp. There. And then to put the wing on our bird, I'm not going to stamp it off. Like that. And then a couple of eyes. The stamp set has eyes, two types of eyes. My bird is in his nest and he's sleeping. So that's all I need of the blue. Let me get the stamp set here and show you. So there are two sizes of breasts because there's two sizes of birds and they go two different directions. So this is the one that will go, that will fit. No, have I got it on wrong? No, there we go, like that. And I decided that Daffodil Delight was the close. Actually, it looks more like the breast here might be so saffron. Let me get that, and we'll see. In my sample card, I used Daffodil Delight. think I like the daffodil light better. And we'll stamp his breast. Oh, it's a good thing I'm punching that out. Sometimes. And then rather than try to stamp with this little tiny stamp and get it lined up in there, I'm just going to use a pumpkin pie marker. Stamp and blend to color his beak. Now to punch this out has the belly and the wing and the basic shape and the beak. So you could punch out with all the different colors and construct it by 3D. Okay, so now, oh, I stamped it maybe on the wrong side. I'm going to have to trim it to get it to fit in here. And then I'm going to probably lose my handle. See if I cut it up this way. Yeah, it still won't go. Okay, we'll cut her clear off. And I'll show you a little trick. Now it's pretty small to manipulate in there because I can't get my fingers in. But what you can do is you take a piece like this and put just a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue on the corner. And you add here a handle. Like this. And then you can slide it in to fit. And it helps to put it squeeze down lightly. Oh, shake, 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 shake. There, that looks pretty good. And out comes your bird. So now we can finish up our card. Put some quick glue. Like that. And we're going to put our bird into the nest. Like that. And then I want to put a greeting on there. Where did my greeting go? Here it is. And I'm going to use, what did I use? Yeah, I used Starry Night. And it says, you've got something to celebrate. I have grandkids who are graduating from 8th grade into high school. Ah, crooked. Well, I guess we will put it, we'll make a label. We'll have a white label. Best way to cover things up. You know, I didn't intend for this to be a demonstration on how to overcome boo-boos, but it seems to be that. Let me go find a, no, I think I'll just hand cut it. I'm not very good at fussy cutting, but, or straight cutting, but I'll make it deliberately crooked. There. See? That's how you take care of things that you do crooked. Just put a label over it. And so often, that turns out to be better than what you originally started to do. There. Fixed. Oh, I need this. Okay, so now we are going to apply it to our card base. You know, I think I better use a bone folder on that so that it folds up nicely. I'm not sure I did when I first scored it. Bone folders are good for all kinds of things, but they are especially good for making crisp folds. Okay. First thing to do is apply some adhesive along the bottom here. You could use tear and tape if you wanted, but it doesn't get a lot of pressure. And since the branch is sticking out the side there a ways, I'm going to offset this and make sure it's even with the edge down there. And then I'm going to apply it, glue along the back here. Fasten that down. And there you have a side step, or a side step card without having to do all that measuring and cutting and partial scoring. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Like I say, I didn't intend for it to be a demonstration on how to cover up mistakes, but it seems to be that it's the way it was. If you have any questions, I'll have the measurements on my blog this afternoon. If you have any questions, you can email me, sue@soggystamper.com. My blog is soggystamper.com. In my store, in case you would like to order some things, I would love to have you order supplies for your and be your demonstrator if you're here in the United States. So my store is creationsbysue.stampinup.net. I started the store before I started the blog, so the name doesn't quite match with the Soggy Stamper, and it's kind of late to change the name now after 20 years on my website, my store website. Anyway, this email will be on my Soggy Stamper YouTube channel this afternoon, and I thank you for watching. If you don't have a demonstrator, and if you don't have the fall catalog and the Sale-a-bration brochure, drop me an email here and with your name and your phone number, and I'd be happy to send you one. So, happy stamping, and we'll see you next Friday at 3 o'clock. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching.